When we seek after God, we will find him. In 2 Chronicles 15 verse 15, we see that Judah and King Asa made a covenant with God to seek after the Lord with all of their heart, and they found him. So my question for us is, how do we practically seek after God? And then what do we find when we do seek after him? I'm going to be breaking down this into two reels, so come back tomorrow to answer the second part of this verse. But I think the main way that we seek after God is to prioritize him. I think so often when we hear about prioritizing God, there's a lot of methods on how we can do that. Reduce your screen time. Think about the idols that you might have in your life that you go to as comforts. But I actually want us to shift our mindset, and rather than reducing for a second, I actually want us to think about adding. And what I want you to add is that I want you to add to your mind, how can I encounter God in every day of my life? Not only when I go to a worship night, or not only when I go to church on the weekends, how can I make God an active part of all of my decisions? How am I sensitive to the Spirit of God? Yesterday I was in church and we had a sermon about encountering God. And one of the things that our pastor preached about was she felt a nudge from God to pray over her husband and her children. And moments later, when her husband and her children were outside, they were seconds away from being hit by a tree. And they worked out, the husband and wife worked out, that it was when she prayed, when she felt the Spirit nudge her to pray, that was a hedge of protection around her children. The way we seek after God is by considering him in all that we do, whether that's cooking a meal, whether that's praying for a friend, whether that is omitting our to-do list or reducing it so we can take the time to go on a prayer walk. God wants to have an encounter with us every single day, because it's in the daily building of our relationship with him. That is how we build relationships. So my surrender step to you today is, how can you shift your mindset so that you can encounter God in your everyday? I hope this has encouraged you, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Save for later. Take care.